Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. Isn't it absolutely amazing? Technology, the advancement of technology, the information age. Wow, information is just like that. It's amazing now that you realize that certain things have been hid from the public for all kinds of reasons. And some of the things that have been hidden that I'm sure black people of America had never even imagined is the greatness of black people. I mean, it seems as if everybody has greatness, but what they're talking about mostly is blackness and how great blackness has always been. It makes you proud, even though we had to go through slavery, even though we went through slavery, even though we're still in slavery, to know that black was always black. And I say that to this extent. We are going through some heavy times in America, but not just America. We're going through some heavy times all over the world. And it seems as if this has always been evident in our lives, and I'm sure our grandparents and our great-grandparents. It seems as this has always been constant. And sometimes maybe all of us have asked why and hoped or wished or prayed that something could happen that would change things. Well, what I guess I'm trying to say now, ladies and gentlemen, is that we've always looked in the wrong place. And what I'm seeing is that we've looked in the wrong place because we've been misguided. We've been given misinformation. We've been given falsehoods. We've been lied to. And with these lies and this misinformation, we could not get on the right track. We had to look outside of all that we are to see what life is supposed to be like. In other words, we had to dream it and see it to understand what crisis we're in now. And having done that, it is the duty and responsibility of those who can see it. And for some strange reason, it appears as if those who can see it happen to be black. And so what am I saying? I'm saying if we're looking for solutions to the world's problems, black people going to have to stand up. And white people, you're going to have to understand that you're going to have to work with black people. And it should not be a big problem because black people are not like white people. See, the world that we live in today is a result of white people running stuff. The world that we live in America is a result of white people running stuff. Look at it. Look at Donald Trump. White people. Look at MAGA. White people. Look at Republican. White people. Look at conservative. White people who wants to hurt other people, while some get filthy rich, but they don't care, while causing pain and suffering on other people. They don't care. They've always been like this. What we're talking about white people. And you expect these white people to have a solution to the problems of the world? No, they couldn't tell you. Find one. Find one someplace that's out there talking about it. Or if you find one that's talking about it, I know you're not going to find one that's doing something about it. Anyway, tell me, what white person realizes that outside of being a child, or outside of being handicapped, that every human being came on this earth with a duty, with a responsibility. Nobody just came here to be here. They came here to do something. They came here to contribute to this earth, to contribute to the life on this earth. Everybody came here to have a career, to have a job. Tell me one white person in America would tell you that and then stand up and say that every American, every grown person, every adult should have some kind of form of job, a career. And if they can tell you that, tell me one white person that would tell you that the choice of the career that is best for everybody is the one that they love. The only job, the only career they should ever engage in was designed from the beginning as a job, a career that they love. Tell me one white person in America that could tell you that. Or would tell you that. Or in the world. And tell me, my friends, that when everybody working, everybody engaged in that which has been determined by the people as being absolutely essential and necessary for the fulfillment and satisfaction in their lives. Tell me, my friends, when each individual in one way or another is engaged in that process and receiving the greatest joy in what they are doing, creating an abundance for that reservoir of goods and services, that it overflows and nobody will ever have to suffer a lack of anything that's being made by the hands of man. Tell me a white person that would tell you that. Tell me a white person would tell you that if you work it this way, you don't need any money. You don't need any middlemans. You don't need any of that. That you have no reason to lie, to cheat, to steal. You have no reason to hate, to be a racist or a bigot. Tell me one white man in America or anywhere on the planet that would tell you that and then stand up and give it support. Well, I know you can't tell me, but I'm not dumb. There's a white man out here somewhere who knows exactly what I'm talking about, more than one. And they are just silent like I'm silent. They trying, but they being squashed just like I am. But the problem is, it's in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. When you get this information, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? I just told you the pathway to heaven. But I know most of everybody in this country want to stick on the same old path. When Donald Trump out here trying to militarize every state so he can profess to be king of the United States, king of the greatest nation on the face of the earth, king of all these lies. And you empower it by not standing against it. Well, have a good day.